Hey, what's up guys? Mike Red Fox. In this video, we're going to talk about how Nvidia is re-releasing most of its 30 series of GPUs with the crypto mining limiter. All right, so let's dive right into this news. So I'm going to switch over here and you're looking at Nvidia's blog post that just released today, May 18th. And it goes into how they're continuing to reduce the hash rate of GPUs that they're releasing. Now, before we get into all of this and my thoughts and will I be buying these cards, just in case you need to get caught up to date here, let's take a look at what Nvidia has done so far and some of the things that we saw coming out that led to the no surprise of this news. So just in case you're new, I'm going to get you caught up really quick and then we'll dive into the news that dropped today. So Nvidia back in February and released news that they were going to release the RTX 3060 and it was going to have a limiter built in that would make it less desirable for miners, specifically for Ethereum mining. Alongside that announcement, they also announced the Nvidia CMP crypto mining processor series of GPUs. I'll leave links to all this stuff down in the description below. And really what happened since then is the RTX 3060 came out. We found that it was limited for Ethereum only, primarily Ethereum, and it could mine just fine and still be really profitable on other algorithms like Ravencoin and Conflux. So me personally, I bought one, what the heck, I'll mine something else. And then, very shortly after, in the grand scheme of things, Nvidia messed up. They released a development driver beta that unlocked the hash rate of the RTX 3060 in full. And what was touted by Nvidia at the time was this isn't a simple driver that is locking this card. It's a mix of the hardware of the GPU, the BIOS of the GPU, and the driver all talking to each other that are limiting this card. So we found out that that just simply didn't seem to be true because that development driver unlocked it. And once that's out in the wild, you know what happens. All the miners get a hold of it, and the RTX 3060 is a viable card for mining. Now, the other thing too, just to get you caught up, that recently happened with the RTX 3060 is lolminer released an unlocker because the development driver is only for Windows. So if you're mining in HiveOS or any Linux distribution mining software, you could not mine at the full unlocked hash rate. But lolminer 1.29 did a Linux only release that you see here, and this gives about 75% performance on Ethereum versus the 50% you would get or the 100% that you would get if you have the development driver on Windows. So this is looking really good, and I'm not an expert on this, haven't done enough research, but I don't think that this Linux release of lolminer relied in any way on the development driver. I could be wrong. Please let me know in the comment section. But it gives some hope, and I know Phoenix Miner was working on some stuff before the development driver came out that would continue to work towards unlocking the 3060 as much as possible. So know that, as we move forward with the news that I'm about to share, like the space didn't stop. There's just a huge incentive for the mining space to get these cards hashing to their full potential. So let's start with what did we see leading up to this news that let me know that it was not a surprise. So we started seeing some companies release a series of GPUs that were limiting the hash rate. And we saw that here with this company. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, GALAX. I'm not very familiar with them. But they released the LHR series of the 3080 and the 3070. And what we now know is that the LHR stands for light hash rate. So we saw these come out, and we knew that, something was coming. There's been some rumors for a while that Nvidia was going to re-release the SKUs of already released GPUs and make some changes to limit them, just like they tried with the RTX 3060. And then we saw some more news. That same company, again, leading the charge here, they re-released the 3060 Ti, having, again, that same limiter. And then we saw Gigabyte, was really the big company that I'm familiar with, come out and announce their LHR light hash rate versions of their GPUs. I believe they're even posted on their website, and they're starting to show up at, on some online retailers looking for stock soon. Along with all that, we see companies continue to release minor series of the GPUs. This is the CMP series of GPUs that Nvidia announced back in February. So MSI was one of the more reputable, bigger companies to come out, and you can see the pictures of that GPU here. No display ports, right? Really simple, based on last generation chips, so not great for mining, and also not available unless at this point in time you're placing bulk orders, like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of these. Me or you watching this, we don't have a way to get our hands on these GPUs right now. So, all of that happening is really just led me and all the other miners out there to continue to try to get RTX 30 series of GPUs, whether it's the 3060, the Ti, the 70, the 80, or even the 90. They are, Nvidia has a problem, right? Because they made really, really, really good mining cards. They absolutely blew MD out of the water with this. So they're really desirable for mining. And mining profitability is crazy, right? Prices are through the roof, and the silicon shortage in the world is just compounding the issue. There's not enough supply to meet this huge demand. And that's continuing, and it's getting worse. So that leads me to the release that Nvidia had today. And I'll read it through with you here, and I'll give you some of my thoughts and answer that question. Am I going to be buying these GPUs? A further step to getting GeForce cards in the hands of gamers. We're reducing the hash rate of newly manufactured GeForce RTX 3080, 3070, and 3060 Ti graphics cards, so they're less desirable to miners. So obviously missing from there is the 3090, which with this lineup of GPUs is not the most desirable GPU to get for mining based on its efficiency and its cost to get some mega hash, especially if you can't get it at the original MSRP, which I believe you can really only get the Founders Edition card from Best Buy for that $14.99. All right, so reading along here, GeForce products are made for gamers and packed with innovations, blah, 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 blah. This is same as before. Mining cryptocurrency is one of the other cases that people will buy these GPUs for besides gaming. So the recap of them in February, announcing that the RTX 3060 would ship with a reduced Ethereum hash rate. Today, we're taking additional measures by applying a reduced F hash rate to newly manufactured GeForce RTX 3080, 3070, and 3060 Ti graphics cards, which will start shipping in May. So really important here, this is my big question, is it says it's only an Ethereum hash rate reducer. So I think it's going to be the same approach as the RTX 3060. There's not a lot of technical information in this release, but for me, like instantly that means Ravencoin is going to be profitable. Conflux, I haven't checked in on a while, is going to be profitable. And there's other cryptocurrencies that will be profitable to mine, along with Ethereum going with EIP 1559 coming up in July, where mining profitability is going to drop anyway, probably. And the hash rate is going to start moving to other places as people phase out of mining Ethereum, maybe depending on their electric rate. They're going to land onto Ravencoin, they might land onto Conflux, or one of the other cryptocurrencies that are in the proof of work space. So I'm sure it's difficult to do this work, to limit a hash rate for a card, but to only choose Ethereum when the future of Ethereum means it is going away from mining. I don't know. It seems, I don't know. I'll give you more thoughts at the end. Because these GPUs were originally launched with the full hash rate, we want to ensure that customers know exactly what they're getting when they buy GeForce products. To help with this, our GeForce partners are labeling the GPUs with a light hash rate or LHR identifier that will be in retail product listings and on the box. So you'll be able to see what you're getting. This reduced hash rate only applies to the newly manufactured card with the LHR identifier, not to cards already purchased. So as we already know, all the GPUs that you have at home are safe, and some of them that are still out in the wild that aren't part of this new batch are safe as well. And so the first thing I was thinking about is, man, that secondhand market price for the full unlocked GPUs is going to be insane compared to the LHR GPUs. I mean, even if I'm a gamer, I might sell, and if I'm not mining, I might sell my not limited card and turn a crazy profit and just turn around and buy a limited card, because it really just doesn't matter to me. That's pretty much it for this press release here. I guess I'll just give you some of my thoughts on all of this, and and will I be buying them. So I already said it seems kind of short-sighted for Nvidia. Ethereum is going to be going away from proof of work at some point in the next couple of years, maybe sooner than that. And it's making a change that's going to impact miners greatly coming up in just a couple of months. That's going to probably shift miners to mine something else. So for me, it's not this huge, oh my God, what are we going to do? What's happening? On the other side of it, also, there's gonna be find a way around it. I don't know if this is deeper than just a driver like it was before, if there's something else that's happening, but the financial incentive to unlock these cards is huge, more than we could possibly ever imagine. So you better bet that there are going to be super brilliant people working day and night to get around this hash rate limiter, just like they've done and would have fully done with the RTX 3060 if that development driver wasn't released, as we saw with Phoenix Miner working on it and lolminer working on it. So will I be buying these cards? Will I be trying to get them? Absolutely. Hands down. This will not stop me at all from trying to get these GPUs. Worst case scenario, it gives me a really clear reason because it forces me to mine some other proof of work projects. I'll buy these GPUs and put them on the Ravencoin network. I'll put them on the Flux network. It's fine. I want to support those networks. I can still turn a profit. And if Ethereum comes down to still being the most profitable to mine, I have confidence that the space will find a way around this hash rate limiter, because again, there's this huge financial incentive to do that. But yeah, I'll pick up 6 RTX 3060 Ti's and throw them on Ravencoin. I have no problem with that. I'm really curious to see ultimately if this increases supply at all. I really don't know if it will. Scalpers are huge into this right now, buying these cards, flipping these cards, because there's so much demand. Yes, with miners, 100% guilty. But even outside of mining, just with the shortage in silicon, there's such a huge demand for these cards that the incentive for scalpers to get them first and then flip them to turn a profit still keeps them out of gamers' hands directly. It still has to go through another step to get to a gamer. And I know gamers are I was reading a lot of comments on Reddit and places. Gamers are not happy with this because a lot of gamers who are very, very smart, have bought these GPUs and discovered mining as a way, even if they only have a single GPU, to pay that GPU off. So maybe when they're not gaming, they're mining, maybe they're using NiceHash or something else, and they love it because they can see some income coming in from that GPU that is working to pay back what they paid for it. So even gamers, aren't super happy that have these GPUs or are looking to get some GPUs. So I would love to know your thoughts on all this, whether you're a miner, gamer. Will you be trying to get these? Are you upset with the move that Nvidia has made? Do you think it's not going to matter in a short time, just like it didn't for the RTX 3060, even though Nvidia made that mistake on their own? Let me know in the comments section down below. That's what I got for you guys in this video. Pretty crazy news coming out, but I'm not shaking. I hope you guys aren't either. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe. I do all content on GPU mining. And guys, please take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll see you in the next video.
RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs. RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs. RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs.